Hello, my name is Caitlín Nic Gabhann and I want to welcome you to the advanced course here on irishconcertinalessons.com. This is a free sample lesson just to give you a taste of what to expect from the advanced course. So as you can see from the lesson page here, the advanced course has all the same unique features as on the starter and improver courses. Each lesson consists of a video and an audio track, both of which you can slow down, and you can loop a section if you just want to repeat one phrase over and over. There's staff and ABC notation, which you can download and print if you like. I give tips on technique and fingering, and also the story behind the tune, the history to the tune and anything we might know about where it came from. But what I've added to the advanced course here on the website is I want to help you develop your own style. I want you to be able to make a tune your own. I want you to be able to put your own stamp on it. So how have we done that? Well, I focus a lot on rhythm and using the bellows and flow, how to get a nice flow into the tune. I also give all the ornamentation and chords that I would put into a tune, and we figure out through the rhythm and the flow and all the decoration how you can develop your own style of concertina playing that's unique to you. So I hope to welcome you to the advanced course soon. For this free sample lesson, the tune I'm going to teach is Lado Burns Reel. It's a 2-part reel in the key of F. Okay, so let's get cracking on with it. Here's what the first part sounds like. So that's the first part of Lado Burns Reel. Okay, so the first phrase. So this is a good first part for, there's plenty of cuts in it and a nice bellows roll you can put in as well. So listen out for the cuts there in that first phrase. So I'm going D, C, A, D, A, C, A, and I'm cutting those C's with always with the button beside it. Just like a clip onto the C, a real sharp cut. After that, and there's another little cut there in there onto the A. G, C, cut A. Again. Okay, let's go back to the start of the phrase. Maybe listen the first time, finger it out. One, two. Again. Okay, we'll keep going on with the second phrase. Here's what it goes like. So the second phrase again there from the F-D link. Okay, so F, D, and then C. And you have an F roll there, and because the F roll isn't on the beat, you can use the bellows to roll it. So that's the bellows roll there, which means I'm not bringing in any other buttons to use to ornament the roll. I'm just using the bellows to ornament that F. Let's try it this time with the link into it, so F, D. 1, 2, 3. And then after that, I'll do that again. So you'll be able to see here on my right hand, the little right hand camera, that I'm doing that all down the middle row. So a nice long high D roll first, so stretch out the first D of that roll. Okay, so this D roll is on the beat, so you can stretch out the first D. So the way I like to do rolls when they're on the beat is I stretch out the first note of the roll, so stretch out that first D, and then you only go to the note beside it, the cut, which is F natural, at the last split second. So it ends up being D, F, D, D, and the F, D, D together at the end are really quick and together. D, F, D, D. So stretch out that first D. 1, 2. Okay, then over to the left for high E, and then after that. And if you can get a cut onto that high G. 1, 2. From the high D roll. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right, let's go back to the start of that second phrase. So from the link, which was F, D. So this is the second phrase again. Maybe listen to refresh your memories. 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. All right, we'll keep going. So the third phrase goes like this. So it's the exact same as the first phrase, so we know it already. Let's go for it. D, C, A, 1, 2. And then the last phrase goes like this. So we have a few B flats in this phrase. So we go F, D, link, and then that's C, F, A, F. After that, those notes D, F natural, B flat, high D on the right hand side. 1, 2. Let's go from the C. 1, 2. Okay, let's go now just from the link into that. So F, D, C, 2, 3. And the last bit. So those notes C, and then all the way up to your high B flat, outside row, fourth button down, and I always play it with my third finger, this finger here. C, B flat, A, G, F natural. Again. So from the start of that fourth phrase, da, 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 da. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. Well done. That's the first part of the Ladle Burns reel. So I'm going to go over that now and we'll just play it phrase by phrase. So I'll play the first phrase and then we'll try it together. Play it back to me, but always listen the first time. Finger it out. See if you can just finger out the buttons and listen to it and get it back into your head. So the first phrase of the first part. Okay, and we'll try and get those cuts. 1, 2. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2. Okay, second phrase. Listen the first time. Okay, let's do that now, and we're going to try and do a bellows roll on that F natural like this. All right, 1, 2, 3. And if you haven't done bellows rolls before, it's definitely worth spending a bit of time on them. I love doing them. Let's try that second phrase again. 1, 2, 3. And your little cut there on the high G at the end. Do it one more time and we're really going to get a good F bellows roll there, and then the cut on the high G. F, D, C. 2, 3. Okay, third phrase. One, two. And then the last phrase, just listen the first time. One, two, three. Again. 1, 2, 3. Well done. Okay, let's go over that first part now, and just to make sure we really have it in our heads before we move on to the second part, we're going to play it 4 times over. So that first part there, 4 times without stopping. Okay, so we're going to try and get those cuts, that little F bellows roll, and then our long D roll here, long there. All right, let's give it a go. 1, 2. Okay, well done. Just before we move on to the second part, I might the odd time stick in a couple of chords there. So our low B flat here on the left hand side, 4th button down. Sometimes I might hold that with the very first D in the part. Let's try that. 1, 2. And then after that I would go to a low C. Okay, so from the start, from the high D, and you'll notice there that I had to change the melody notes slightly to get in the chord, and sometimes you have to do that, and that's okay. Okay, 1, 2. And now if I'm feeling really adventurous, I'd put in that low F down there. Okay, so you can try out those chords at home if you like. We'll keep going. We'll go on with the second part. So the second part of Lado Burns. So here's what it sounds like. Okay, so the second part, that's the second part for the first time, and the second time we play it then it changes a little bit. So we'll just learn this one first. So I play a lot of this second part down the middle row. So first link in is F, G, and then little finger on the high A. And I'm doing a nice bellows roll there on the high F, because the high F roll there isn't on the beat. The A is on the beat. And we have an F roll after the A, so we can do a nice bellows roll there for that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. After that, and there's a little cut there on that C. Okay, let's go from the start of the phrase. Da, 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 dee, bum. Again, 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Okay, we'll keep going. Second phrase goes like this. So we have a couple of long rolls in this phrase, and a long roll is, what I say a long roll is when it comes on the beat. So that means that I can stretch out the first note of the roll, just like we had with the D in the first part. So here we have a C long roll. So if you can stretch out the first C of that roll as long as you can, and only tip the E then at the last split second. 1, 2. So that's going all the way down the middle row there. You can see it on my right hand camera. And then after that we have another long G roll. Long. Even longer. From the C. Again. One more time. Long. And long. Okay, well done. Third phrase goes like this. So we know that one already. Let's go first. So we have F, G, and then little finger on the A. 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then the last phrase of this second part. Okay, so we have a long C roll again. Let's try that. 1, 2. And then just to finish the part. Okay, let's go from the C natural roll. So the fourth phrase. 1, 2. And the trick there is to play those two rolls long. So long C, long G. Well done. Let's go over that second phrase, that second part now, phrase by phrase. So the first phrase, listen the first time just to refresh your memories, finger it out. One, 2, 3. Okay, second phrase, listen the first time. I'm going to go from the C natural roll. Again. 1, 2. Okay, third phrase. From the F, G link. 1, 2, 3. And the fourth phrase. One, two. Okay, well done. So that's the second part for the first time of Lado Burns Reel. Let's just go over that a couple of times. We'll just play that second part twice now, just to get it into our heads, and then we'll learn the second ending, the other ending. Okay, so in this part I want to concentrate on those bellows rolls as well as the long rolls. Okay, second part. 1, 2. Okay, so that's how you play the second part for the first time. And then when you want to go, when you go to play it again, here's what it goes like. Okay, so the first phrase is the same. And then it changes a bit in the second phrase. So a long C natural roll again. So that much we know already. Again, 1, 2. And then it goes like this. Let's try that. So that's stretching your third finger out to the high B flat. And remember your long G roll there. So let's try that second phrase from the C natural. One, two. One more time. 1, 2. Okay, third phrase. So I start this one on the little finger A, down here, middle row. 1, 2. And listen for the little punctuation of the bellows in those notes. So after the A, G, F, we go over to the left hand side for E, and then back to the right for D. That's E, D, E, F, D. And then to finish it off, C, A, F, D, all down the middle row. So let's go back to the start of that phrase. So the high A, E on the left, C, from the high A again, 1, 2. Again, 1, 2. done. Okay, and we're on to the fourth and final phrase, and we know it already. Same fourth phrase as in the first part. So C, F, A, F, do, 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 C. Let's just go over the second part for the second time there with those new phrases in it, just to get it into our heads. So the first phrase. One, two, three. Second phrase, listen the first time. I'm going to do the long C roll. One, two. Again, one, two. Third phrase, listen the first time, little finger on the high A. One, two. And the last phrase, we can try it together from the low C. One more time, one, two. Okay, sometimes when I'm finishing off a part like that and you finish on the high F natural, sometimes I like to flatten that finger and play the high C natural with it. This one in here. So if you press the F and then you flatten it, you can play both F and C together. Let's try the second part for the second time now, just what we learned there with a different ending, and we'll just play it once through. One, two, three. Again, one, two, three. Okay, just before we finish up, I want to play the second part twice, the two different ways. So the first ending and then straight into that ending there that we just played. Okay, second part. One, two, three. Well done. That's Lado Burns Reel. So you would play the first part twice and the second part twice, just like we did there. I always recommend to go and listen to the audio track, even listen to it before you start the video lesson if you can, and get the tune into your head. It's always good to have the tune in your head before you start learning it. You'll find it much easier if you listen to it first. And go now and play along with that audio track as many times as you can. There's plenty more where that came from, plenty more chords as well, and other tunes and other keys, introducing new buttons. It's all there in the advanced course, but especially I like to focus on the rhythm and helping you develop your own style of concertina playing. So I look forward to welcoming you to the advanced course soon. If you have any questions at all, just send me a message. I'm here to help. Thanks for watching this free sample lesson, and we'll see you soon.